Hi, everybody. Sunday, early evening, and I think the storm, are you ready, is pretty much over, or at least it's winding down. I'm going to show you radar in a moment. We still have some scattered showers coming through. Some of them are still heavy. We're still getting some snow up in the Cascades, but the hours of what we were clocking for Friday, Saturday, and this morning into early afternoon, when the bulk of the moisture was coming down, the wind threat Saturday, the Cascade snow threat overnight tonight and today, all of that is slowly on the way out. So I'm going to give you a bit of a storm report. Here's the moisture break on the left. This is a satellite picture. And here's our next system. This is a front that will come in, it looks like Tuesday night. Here is still some moisture and thick cloud cover over Western Oregon and Washington. As I mentioned, we still have scattered showers, but offshore, Monday, Tuesday daytime, there is the moisture break. Now, notice the white specks. That's cumulus cloudiness. There's still a shower threat tomorrow. I just think it's going to be mainly dry and even a lesser chance of any rain on Tuesday before this system comes in and gives us some rain. It looks like mainly Tuesday overnight. It looks like it's going to be pretty weak when it gets here. We won't get a whole lot, maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain. Okay, Mount Hood snow. Still potential accumulation of inches of snow in the Cascades down to pass level overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. But really, I think it's safe to say that this snow event up in the Cascades has underperformed. So far, it looks like there has been about a foot up at Timberline and Meadows and 3, 4 inches of snow in Government Camp, but 33 degrees right now currently with Highway 26 showing slush. But now keep in mind, temperatures will go down. So it's going to get icy over the passes tonight. There'll be some icy spots up there, maybe complete snow cover tomorrow morning, depending on how much snow comes. So check those conditions up there before you travel, as you know. All right. I want to give you a weekend weather report, and here it is. So these are the rain totals are what fell Friday, Saturday, and through the climate report at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The peak wind gusts generally are from yesterday. Okay. I just have a few reports, but it'll give you a sampling. And really, the other reports I looked at were kind of similar. So in Oregon, Portland, PDX, 1.49. Remember, the models were thinking we could get 2 inches. Looks like we're going to fall short of that. 1.49. The heaviest rain day, as expected, was Friday. The heaviest wind day, as expected, was Saturday. Saturday peak gust 44 out at the airport. Salem was about the same. Saturday peak gust 45. 1.57 was the rain. Now, the weather models were exactly right where they showed the coast could get 3, even some of them had upwards of 4 inches of rain. And look at Astoria, 3.48. So that was right on the target. Peak gust 51. Polk County, this was in the coast range. So there was, I can't remember what the exact number was. It might have been as high as 64 or 67, but it was a peak gust of 60 plus. This was up at about 2,000 feet in elevation in the coast range. And then we had some thunderstorms yesterday and today. And there were a couple of bulletins that came out from the Weather Service saying, hey, these passing storms might produce 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and some pea-sized hail. So you put it all together. We had a bit of a moisture break in between the two fronts. One front Friday, we had a bit of a break Friday night with scattered showers. Then the rain picked up Saturday as that 2 p.m. front came in, and we got the wind push that we thought we would. And then we had, hours of steady rain this morning. But, what I said back on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, actually was pretty good. We talked about this being the strongest storm of the season so far, the coldest, the wettest, the windiest. Check, check, check. Yes. At the time, I thought we would have it, might be stayed just below criteria for advisories and warnings. And you know what? 99% of the observations support that. I mean, Astoria 51. That doesn't support a high wind warning. 45-mile-per-hour wind gust in the valley. Yeah, okay, that's worthy of a wind advisory. And if you think back to the blow that we had yesterday, it caught your attention. We had some tree limbs snap, that type of thing with the wet leaves on them. So yeah, I think the wind advisory from the Weather Service was a good call because it caught your attention. It wasn't like a wind storm, but it was a period of blustery winds, no doubt. And hopefully you didn't have any tree limbs fall on your property that would have given you a bit of a hard chip from any of that. So All right. Well, as always, all of this is brought to you by the Momentous Wealth podcast, and you can listen on Apple Podcasts. You can listen on Spotify for a variety of investment topics meant to educate you. Brought to you by Momentous Wealth Management. They're basically they specialize in retirement investing for your portfolio. They're licensed in both Oregon and Washington, Momentous Wealth Management. Okay, let's get you going. And let's start up on the mountain because this is really the last bit of concern, mainly for icy roads overnight in the morning at pass level and maybe some snow cover as well. But look at the temperatures. Tomorrow projected at pass level to get up to 40, and then Tuesday 47, Wednesday 48. So it didn't get as cold up there really as I thought it would today, and we didn't get as much snow as I thought we would. There's the report of 12 at Timberline, 15 at Meadows, 4 at Ski Bowl. You see some of those pass cameras. Again, Government Camp 33. It's not going to take long before that gets icy tonight. Santiam clean, but 31. It's going to get icy. Willamette Pass clean, but 32. Going to get icy. So we'll keep an eye on all of those. This is from my Mount Hood weather ski for I'm sorry, my Mount Hood weather ski forecast page on my weather site, portlandweather.com, brought to you by Hillcrest Ski and Board Shop in Gresham. Okay, here's what's going on. So it is now coming up on 6 p.m. Heavy line of showers has now exited east of 205, and really it's widely scattered showers back to the west. We could still get a heavy shower overnight that kind of wakes you up, but things are definitely winding down on schedule. Okay, here's the visible satellite picture. Notice right here where you don't see anything, or you can see the map. That's partly cloudy skies, but a lot of these cumulus clouds are carrying scattered showers, and you see still coming in off the Pacific. There's that moisture break I talked about. And let's see here. There's that moisture break right there I talked about. We'll be watching that system Tuesday night because there is some lightning showing up out in the Pacific. So could there be a lightning threat Tuesday night? Well, we'll know more when we get maybe into the PM hours of tomorrow and certainly into Tuesday morning. But again, that is mostly rain coming in Tuesday overnight, ending by first thing Wednesday morning. So this is I chose the GFS Future Radar product. It doesn't have as fine a resolution as some of the other models, but I think it's doing a good enough job, and it goes all the way to Halloween. So I want to just run through this really quick. Here's tomorrow morning. Still a lingering shower threat. This is 5 a.m. Now, if this is exactly correct, it would have showers in the West Gorge, the Cascades, over the coast. Not much in the valley, but a chance of some lingering showers, and pretty much just all dry becoming as we get rolling into Monday afternoon. That's 5 p.m. And then Monday night looks dry. Here's Tuesday. There's a little warm push of rain offshore. Could some of this clip the coast Tuesday morning? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it shows Tuesday morning a touch of rain up in Long Beach and up into Western Washington, but leaves the rest of us alone. And then this is Tuesday evening. This would be 8 p.m. Tuesday evening. Rain falling in Western Washington, starting to hit the Oregon coast. Overnight front passes. And then by 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, it's pretty much fizzled out all areas. And then Wednesday afternoon becomes partly cloudy. And right now it looks like we pick up an east wind, which would give us gorgeous, not only dry, but gorgeous blue sky sunshine on Thursday. And Thursdays look dry and sunny with the surface high and an east wind feeding into the area for quite some time now. So I would say right now, fingers crossed, your outdoor plans on Thursday for sunny blue skies, all dry, look to be pretty good. That's the highest confident, completely dry day on the 7-day forecast. Okay, Halloween, you probably heard about this. Here's Friday morning, Western Washington approaching the Oregon coast, a touch of rain Friday morning in the valley. But here's most of the rain not really moving in until we get into Friday afternoon. Here's Friday at 5 p.m. That's steady rain Friday evening trick-or-treaters. And then this goes into Saturday, and there's still rain feeding into the area. So overall, this looks to be, are you counting? The fourth weekend in a row of a decent rainmaker moving into our region. So I looked at several of the models. What makes the most sense for me is this front. We have a dry start Friday. We have some rain coming into the afternoon. The main front kind of pushes inland Friday overnight, but kind of stalls. And then there's a surge that slowly pushes the front through our area on Saturday. So if that's true, we would have hours of, for the most part, steady rain late Friday, Friday evening, Friday night, Saturday day. And then by Saturday overnight into Sunday, we're breaking just into scattered showers. So that's kind of the way the SNC system looks. And we'd have some decent rain totals once again. for this coming Friday, PM, night, Saturday with what I just talked about. Okay, I hope you'll find this fun. I find this fun. Just one or 2 points I want to make. This is the GFS, that moisture map. Everything shaded in green is moisture saturation at 700 millibars up through about 10,000 feet. Okay, so it's really confusing. Do me a favor and lock your eyes. Follow my cursor. You got it? There's Portland. Got my cursor right there. Focus, focus, focus. I'm going to grab the slider. I'm just going to play this. Notice how many shots of green, meaning weather fronts and potential rain, we have coming through our area all the way into November 11th and 10th. So my only point is that it's pretty seasonally active overall. Look at all that. A couple of pretty good fronts. Okay, all right. So I thought that was kind of fun to look at. Now let's play this into Monday afternoon. Here's Monday afternoon. Where you see the white, there's no deep moisture saturated field. So you have a chance to be dry. That's Monday afternoon. Here's that warm push, the green. This is that rain that kind of flirts with mainly the coast Tuesday day. I'm watching this. Right now, I think the valley has a good chance to stay dry until right here is the front. This comes in Tuesday evening, overnight, clears us by Wednesday morning. Here's Wednesday morning. Notice the dry weather, Washington, Oregon coast, out into Portland. And then I mentioned Thursday's the bullseye of dry time, right? Well, here's Thursday morning, right here. Look, bullseye, dry time. Yeah. And what you can't see is at the surface, it's an east wind flow. That's Thursday, dry time. Boom. This is that Halloween front. Okay, let's play it. Again, here's Portland. Look at my cursor, lock in. Here's Friday morning at 5 a.m. Rain, Washington coast, maybe Astoria. Then during the morning into the afternoon, here's solid rain. And notice how this is an elongated fetch of moisture working in. So this is steady rain later in the day, Friday night. Here's Saturday. The main front still not really coming through until Saturday late. And then here we are Sunday morning, it's all through. So again, if I back it up, this is Friday afternoon, Friday night. This is Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Finally breaks up into showers Saturday night into Sunday. So that's, that looks like there's a chance of that being some pretty good rain. So we'll keep following that for you. Let's go around the horn real quick. We'll start as we always do down in Medford. Hello. 57, 69, 68, 68. Boy, in Southern Oregon, all dry through Friday. Remember that system that hits Portland and up into Seattle Tuesday night? It's pretty weak. So if this is correct, you folks in Southern Oregon had a nice stretch of dry weather all the way through Friday. Eugene, all right, University of Oregon, here we go. Chance of some showers Monday. Kind of detailed that for you. Tuesday, I think odds are even better. You're dry. We get that rain Tuesday night into early Wednesday. And then I think Wednesday afternoon's dry, Thursday's dry, and then there comes that rain into the weekend. Yeah, okay. All right. Salem's going to be the same, right? Chance of rain Monday, Tuesday into early Wednesday, and then dry Thursday, and there's the rain developing on Friday, Saturday into the weekend. And of course, Saturday's November 1st, right? Yeah, November 1st. All right, here's Bend. Pretty similar to Medford in that it's all dry for the handful of days coming up. Dry through Thursday. Chance of rain in the PM hours working over the Cascades into Friday. Okay. Seattle. Better shower chance on Monday, better shower chance on Tuesday into Wednesday morning. But then even up in Seattle, the latter part of Wednesday dry, Thursday dry, and then there's the rain, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. All right. Pendleton is going to be all dry, I think. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, chance of rain in the afternoon. Okay, that's Pendleton. All right. Okay. Again, you can look at all this stuff. Just go to my weather site, portlandweather.com, and click on the current temperature map, which is what I'm doing, and you get the National Weather Service weather feeds. So there's some showers on the North Coast Monday, probably Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much. Wednesday, even along the coast, the afternoon's expected to be dry. Thursday's expected to be dry, and there comes the rain on Friday. North Bend could be a lot like Medford. Dry Monday, Tuesday, chance of rain Tuesday night mainly into early Wednesday. That dry Thursday, all areas, and there's the rain on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. All right, here's a little Tire Pros courtesy of the 7-day forecast. They present it for you. They sponsor it. Appreciate that. Off of Highway 99, off of I-5 up in Clark County. So the best chance of any showers tomorrow will be just a few scattered lingering showers in the morning. I think odds favor us being dry in the afternoon, favor us being dry Monday night, favor us being dry Tuesday until we get into the evening. And then overnight, there may or may not be some lingering showers in that weak system into Wednesday morning. Again, right now, one of the models says Tuesday night we only get 15 100ths of an inch of rain, no wind. There's Thursday. Could be a breezy east wind day near the gorge, but a gorgeous sunny one. And if you don't get any east wind at your place, you could be easily down to the mid 30s Thursday morning, maybe colder. And then rain develops Friday. There's a lot of question mark about when does the rain develop Friday? How heavy is it for the trick-or-treaters? Is it hours of steady rain from Friday PM through Saturday? I think that's at least a possibility. And then Sunday scattered showers. Okay. All right. Well, I hope your weekend was good. I found my forecast overall to be no forecast is perfect, very few. But I found it pretty much to be pretty good with the categories and the timing and what we ended up with. Hope you did too. Hope it helped you plan. I'm Rod Hill. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon.